Will we see some aggression? No. Fuller length again. There's the early movement. Mid-off is very wide. Kane Williamson, the captain. There might be some discussions going on. Short pitch delivery. Trent Boult bowled a couple of very good short pitch deliveries early on in the innings. Maybe that's what they're discussing. Do they want a field change? Does he want the possibility of being able to bang one in? Milne bowled some good aggression against Australia. Oh, he's got him. He shimmies across the off stump again. It's straight to delivery, clatters into the leg stump. Roy very disappointed.
Yep, as earlier in the over, Roy shimmying across his stumps, looking to open up that leg side. But this time, Milne, instead of pushing it outside off stump, goes the other route. Goes straighter, just flicks the front pad and onto leg stump. So Jason Roy's poor form continues. He tried to give himself time today to get himself in, but in the end he's gone for 13 and England have lost their first for 37.
In the first match, Joe Root, ranking of number 5 on the RCC ODI rankings, averaging just under 50. It's been an impressive start to his career. Big player for England. Roy was patient, wasn't he? He was patient, and then he got one away and he thought, well, let me try and keep things going. Good decision change from Milne. He followed him wide when he moved across earlier on in the over. This time he went and targeted the stumps, and it worked out.
From a bowling perspective, Sean, how late is it when you can change your mind? I mean, you get to your release position, you've got your eye on the batsman, you've got it in your mind where you're looking to bowl. How late can you leave it to change your mind on the line of your delivery?
Yeah, it all depends on how quickly that batsman. Earlier, I always used to try and adjust my off stump to where he ended up. But I think the fact that he did it early on in the over would have given him an idea that maybe there will be some movement around. And there was a lot of discussion before that delivery. I don't know if the discussion was, let's see if we target the stumps or maybe go and try and bowl a fuller length delivery.
And presumably as a bowler, you've slightly got it in your mind which way batsmen like to go. I mean, Roy always kind of moves to the offside because his strength is through mid-wicket and square leg. So you'd be thinking, well, if he does move, he's likely to be going across to the offside.
Worked nicely square. Will we be able to get back for a second? He does comfortably in the end. Yeah, with all the analysis that's done these days, you'll have a very good understanding for what the batsman tries to do, what his different options are.
Well, Roy's option, or strongest option, is through the leg side, and that's what he was looking to do here. The previous delivery, it was hit down the ground. Milne followed him, and this time he adjusted his line and went straight. So it just flicked the front pad. What a disgust from Roy.
Yeah, if he could have, he would have smashed all the other 2 stumps out the ground. That's the way he's feeling at this moment. Nothing going his way. Adam Milne, he's been superb. Very good against Australia, and now picked up the first wicket here today.
I had a conversation earlier about the cues that you can pick up from batsmen when they're about to charge or move. Was that something you look for? Just pick up instinctively?
Yeah, you do. You do look for the cues. Anything that you can pick up, as I say, with the video analysing that they do these days, you get an understanding. It was actually one of our co-commentators, Kumar Sangakkara, when I was working for the Mumbai Indians. We picked up that, tapped his bat on the ground, but when he was going to come down to the spinners, just that half a metre or so before, he didn't, and then he came on the charge. So told Harbhajan Singh, I don't know if it ever worked a trick for us or not, but we knew when he was coming.
Well, you didn't last too much longer afterwards as coach, did you?
Oh, why? Just because I didn't pick up the early movements. Okay. Thanks for that, Eth. Back to the cricket. 9 overs done. 41 for 1.
Evenly matched sides, England and New Zealand, can provide the spark the competition needs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Australia do. They think, well, we were lucky to get away with a point against New Zealand, but we should have got 2 against Bangladesh, so we probably should have ended up with 2 in the table? Or do they feel they could have turned things around against New Zealand and maybe ended up with 4? The moral of the story is that if they win the next game, they'll still end up with 4 and probably should go through. Another cross-seam delivery.
This was the 4 in the previous over. You could see Jason Roy shimmying across his stumps, which he did again.
The temptation for the batsman hitting downwind towards the River Taff is that it's such a short boundary. Is it worth the risk of just standing and trying to hit it straight back over the bowler's head? It's worked nice and fine. Might allow Hales to get back for a second. He's coming. Late call. But with the throw landing in the outfield and not on the other pitches, it got to... Ronke slowly.
Yeah, you mentioned the dimensions of the ground. I think it's the first time England have played 2 spinners here at Cardiff, so that must have been a contentious decision, I think, to play Rashid. They left him out at the Oval, and with these short straight boundaries, it also means somebody like Martin Guptill becomes a very important wicket, because his ability to hit long and straight could make him very destructive.
It's almost like it's his trademark shot, where he hits it and then just keeps the head down and knows that the result is good. Wonderful exponent of hitting straight down. And that's going to be the order of the day, particularly from the River Taff end. Dragging your length back, making sure they can't play you off the front foot. 6 from that one, 56 for 1. Stokes, Butler, Moeen Ali, Rashid, Plunkett, all can make valuable contributions with the bat. And for the first time in this match, we're going to see a change of bowling. There's going to be some spin introduced. Mitchell Santner is the man who's going to take up the task of working out if there is any purchase in the surface for the spinners, averaging over 32, very good economy rate of under 5 and over, 43 wickets in his first 38 encounters.
Yeah, and from the Cathedral end, he's got marginally more room behind him to play with than he would have if he was bowling at the Taff end. At least the batsmen hitting down towards the commentary box position have got a longer hit than the other way.
And the wind will be assisting him to get some drift into the right-handers. What it will do, though, is open up behind square on the leg side. Any batsman is willing to get down and paddle it fine will be able to pick up a boundary in that area. Gives it a nice old loop to start off with. I suppose growing up in New Zealand, you're not too worried about boundary size, are you? I mean, most of their grounds are a little bit smaller than the rest of the world.